Celebrating a language is rare, but for India, Hindi language is worth honoring even beyond its borders. This language, celebrated every January by Indians abroad, appears to be gaining much acceptance outside its home country. TVC's Moyo Thomas finds out how much this has rubbed off on Nigerians who now have a fondness for it.
Hindi is India's official language. About 425 million Indians speak it as first language, while it remains a second language to 120 million others. It is also the world's fourth most spoken first language. In India, the Hindi Day, set aside for celebrating the language, is observed annually in September. This event is also marked in January by Indians in foreign lands. Significance of this is to celebrate India's popularity as India's official language.
मेरा नाम अब्दुल है जैसे आप सबको देखा कि
At this year's World Hindi Day celebration in Nigeria, I met Abdul Qadeer, whose love for the language started from watching Bollywood movies. This young man tells me how he painstakingly learnt the language.
This whole thing started when I was like 12 years old. I developed this interest of learning Hindi through watching movie, through the Bollywood, the normal Bollywood. I started it since like, let's say 1996, 97, like that. So I was watching a lot of Hindi movies, but I never know what they're saying. So I just, one day picked up interest that I really want to understand what they're saying. So I started jotting down the words from, like Hindi words. I just jot them down, but I don't know what they mean. So I met a man called Mr. Zubair. Mr. Zubair really helped me a lot. He has made a really good impact in my life. So he helped me in translating those words, from English to Hindi. Like from Hindi to English, I mean. So that was how I started.
Abdul Qadeer is not alone on this, as many Nigerians are obsessed with India's Bollywood despite the language barrier. The popularity of these movies in parts of the world spanned several years back, and it appears to be waxing stronger in some places.
I love watching Indian film because I just love the way they do their things, and I learn from it. Let me just say it's a lesson. I love Indian language. Yeah, I love their language. The way they do their things. In fact, their language is funny, but I still like it.
They watch Indian film, some of them to have pleasure. Some of them, maybe they want to learn Indian language. I don't know, but for me, if I should be watching that, I'll be having BP.
The Indian films, they are full of suspense. Yes, they are full of suspense, and that suspense is what drives Nigerians to go over and over until they see the end of the movie. How many Nigerian people that watch Indian movies, how many of them can relate to the language? None. So it's not really the language, but the storyline and the suspense part of it.
Indian movies contain lots of music, and that appears to be its main attraction to many viewers who just can't get enough. Some Nigerians even source a means of livelihood from this entertaining element of Bollywood. Abdul Qadeer, for example, now has a career along this path. This smart businessman has learned some Indian songs and makes money singing them to Nigerian fans.
Saaton janam mein tere main saath rahunga ya.
Abdul Qadeer has also become a preferred choice outside the country.
Because of the dedication I have for this, today Hindi has taken me a lot of places. Places even where I have never dreamt of going. I have met people whom I have never dreamt of meeting. Like I've met some stars, Indian stars, because I went to India because of the language, and I was part of a competition called Sarigamapa. It's a national competition. I participated in that, and I even went to the semi-finalist. So I was really, it's a very, memorable time, and I've really spent a lot of good time in India. I really love that.
The love for Bollywood and its music runs deep in northern Nigeria. In this part of the country, Young male adults visit makeshift cinemas every evening to watch Indian movies for a fee. Some of these centers exist in Abuja, the capital city, and I went in search of them. After several hours, I located this Bollywood viewing center in one of the city's shanties. Mohammed operates the center.
And I've been here for so many years, since when I was young. So I was being brought up here, and right time people came here, so many people come here to watch movies, to watch films for hours. I've been watching Indian film for 15 years. I can speak some and I understand much.
Regular visitors to the center share perspectives on their love for Bollywood.
It's very nice and it's very sweet because I'm always, sometimes like Saturday, Sunday, I don't have work. I will just be around here watching my film.
Life is very sweet. I'm learning it much more. It's entertainment film.
India film is entertainment?
Yes, because they make something to people to a glance. Oh, that's more big.
Consistent patronage of Bollywood viewing faithful at this local cinema helps Mohammed rake in 5,000 naira daily, which is roughly $14. In another part of town, Abdul Qadeer also makes significant earnings from each show where he sings Indian songs. This indicates that the Hindi language, and indeed Bollywood, has retained its hold on Nigerians. Moya Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.
Very well. Namaste. That is about all I can say in India.